So welcome, folks. Today's Business Spotlight. We speak with Mark Gibbons from TappyTag. Mark, you're very welcome. How are you today?
Thanks so much, Tom. I'm really well. Thank you, Tom. And yourself? You're good?
Well, sure. Brilliant. Living the dream like yourself. We're all smiling, so the world must be a great place. So tell the folks here today, Mark, what do you do and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, so the company that I'm involved in, it was three co-founders, is called TappyTag, and we're helping companies move to a sustainable and digital way of networking and connecting with new clients. How we do it is through these fantastic little NFC cards. So everybody knows the technology already, Tom, without actually knowing it. So in your bank card, you've got an NFC chip. When you tap it off a terminal, you make a payment, a financial transaction. But when you tap a TappyTag card off a mobile device, so iOS or Android, there's a transaction of information. So you tap it and uploads your digital profile with all of your contact details, your social media details, and your websites, pretty much links to absolutely whatever you want. So although we say it's a business card, a digital business card, it's so much more. It's definitely, let's say, a sales and networking tool that can be held in your wallet or on the back of your phone. You can see our little tag there as well.
So you mean I don't have to get my pen and paper out and write down my name, my mobile, my email, my address? I don't do that anymore.
Those days are gone, Tom. They're gone. No need for them anymore. Yeah,
fantastic.
No need for them anymore.
So in the real world, then, tell me, I won't say why do you need it, but what are the benefits in having this?
Yeah, so every year there's 10 billion paper business cards printed every year. Now that's obviously going to decline. 88% of them, Tom, within a week are redundant. They're either going into the bin or you're not going to use them anymore. So the benefits of using TappyTag is you're always up to date. So the information you have on your TappyTag card today can be changed today. You can constantly pop on, change your details. So if you're going to an event or a trade show, that's for a certain demographic, a certain audience, you can pop on, let's say, your sales brochure for that audience. You can blog onto your profile, pop on your sales brochure, and straight away you can update it and change it as quickly as you want. The benefits are, you're not printing paper business cards every time you get a promotion. If somebody leaves your company, you can go on and deactivate the card on your corporate plan. There's analytics built into it as well. You can see how many taps you're doing, where the taps are taking place. So what we see is if, for example, if you've got a trade show on in the States or if you've got it in France, you can see how many taps you've done in that location per user. So really, really powerful tool for any company, let's say, just to manage their pipeline and see, okay, gone to this event, we've got 100 new connections, but we've got 50 follow-ups. Is that event worthwhile going to next year? So whereas with paper cards, chances are they're going either into somebody's pocket and going into the bin.
So it gives you and in the background analysis of a particular period and everything else as well. So it gives you that on top of just sharing the detail. That's really cool.
Yeah. What you can do as well, I'll just give you a quick look here, Tom. So on your profile, and again, I don't know how clear this will be when you see it, but on your TappyTag profile, I'll show you here, you've got, that's how a profile would look, a general profile would look. So you can add your logo, pair your brand colors. You've got the saved contact card, which allows you, once you tap your card off somebody's phone and to save my contact card, they can save your details down straight away. We've also got a lead generation button called Connect with Me. So once you hit Connect with Me, you can receive their details back and hit Let's Connect. Straight away, you have their details in a digital form that you can save directly to your phone. So getting into somebody's phone is, in terms of your details onto their phone, can be very difficult if it's on a paper card. I know over the years I've had thousands of paper cards that never actually made it to my phone. They're probably sitting in my desk somewhere. So whereas with TappyTag, the follow-up is fairly instant, that you get an email to say you have a new connection, and then straight away you're good to connect and network.
Fantastic. And a stupid question. If I'm Apple and somebody else is Google, that doesn't matter.
No. So it's iOS and Android friendly. So it works on Apple and Android. And the beauty of it is once you tap it off their phone with the NFC, it loads up then straight away. So it's a really nice way to connect. There will be a talking point when you connect with somebody else. How did you just do that? How does that work? You get an extra couple of minutes with people. Your first impression
the relationship.
Important.
So,
I love it. And from a TappyTag perspective, that's a marketing tool for us in terms of people speaking about our product and loving our product as well. So really, really important.
And I suppose even if you wanted to give your details to a new mistress as well, that'd be simple as well, wouldn't it?
Just tap and share. Yeah.
That could lead to a lot of trouble.
This is true.
So tell me. That's what it does, and you're showing us what the value of this thing here is. So tell me, what are the biggest challenges you reckon you face now? You're going since when? When did you start the business?
2.5 years going now. So started this in my bedroom in Lucan when I lived down there. And we're now on the top floor in St. Mary's Square in Athlone. So the old RTE building, RTE were here for I think about 15 years. So the building is steeped in history of really big groups who've been here before us, which is great. And you can feel that around the building as well, which is fantastic. But yeah, going 2.5 years, the biggest challenges that we've had, I suppose, is scale. We've gone from shipping from my bedroom in Lucan to now manufacturing and producing everything here in Athlone, doing all our printing here. And I suppose with staff and shipping, we're shipping to 60 countries, which in a space of 2.5 years it's been a roller coaster journey. Let's put it that way. So there's lots of people in lots of different countries using our product, which is fantastic. But like anything, Tom, it has its challenges, but we always face them head on. You have to face these things head on, and it's always great.
Absolutely. So yourself and your two co-founders then, what would you say are the biggest learnings that you personally have got since you went into business on your own?
Good question. There's quite a few. I suppose what we love to do is take control of situations where we can. And I suppose the best example we can give is we were probably at the beginning outsourcing a lot of stuff to companies in Asia. That's our background. We'd source in China. We'd bring we had a company called TNS Distribution with the two co-founders that I work with. They owned the company. I was working in sales there. So for 10 years I worked with the guys and kind of learned all of the skills and everything that they'd done over that period. When we came up with Tappy Tag, was a case that we said, okay, this seems really interesting. Let's go for it. See, but like the learnings are taking control. Like our business changed overnight as soon as we started printing here. And being able to program cards here. We turned a lead time from 4 weeks to 24 hours overnight. Wow. Which in our line of business, people want business cards or digital business cards. They don't want them in 2 weeks. They want them yesterday, because most of the time somebody's forgot to order them for events, or somebody has ordered paper business cards which are now out of date. Let's move to a digital way of working, and that's where Tappy Tag is slotted in there then as well.
And I suppose then a lot of the people listening, someone maybe in the printing business might not like this, but it does give you every company a bit of credentials for your green footprint, your carbon footprint, and all that sort of stuff when you're reducing the usage of paper, which I think is really, really cool. So tell me then, running the business, you've moved down to Athlone, you have a new child. Congratulations, that's great news. Fantastic. That will keep you on your toes for a while.
Yes, absolutely.
How do you manage running the business and keeping your sanity in your off time as well?
I suppose that's one of the biggest challenges. It's a massive challenge, and I think I listen to a lot of podcasts and I listen to people, high achievers, I suppose, who always say that there's no balance there. It's always it's difficult to balance, and I suppose they're right. In a way, business takes precedent over everything in a way, and I hope in the future that changes. Hopefully it will, but I suppose in my position where I am now, Tom, if that's not the case, you're not doing well. You're not growing the business. So as long as I'm busy and I'm doing the 6 to 11 shift, as I like to call it sometimes, I'm happy. You build stuff around. You obviously build stuff around your family. But yeah, work is right now. We know we're onto a good thing. We're working with a lot of incredible companies. And it's a challenging, absolutely, but like anything you manage, you just get on and manage. Very supportive family, so that's always half the battle. If you've got somebody supporting you at home, which I do, that's always half the battle. So lucky in that regard.
Well, you've obviously got the drive, you've obviously got the passion. So when you are looking at employees, I presume your team's going to be growing. What, along with your growing your team and perhaps looking at your business, say 5 years from now, what do you see as the potential growth pattern there?
I suppose, for us, growth pattern is very much digital. In a previous life, I suppose you'd be looking at how you could do more, I suppose, like paper print in terms of advertising, and but for us, definitely we see a big market in maybe digital advertising and digital networking, which we're playing in already, and how we can capture customers in that space. How our staff reflect on that, we're very, very lucky. We're right beside the college here in Athlone, that we could kind of we can pull on staff fairly quick, who've just graduated, so TUS, which has been fantastic for us. The other thing with hiring staff, and it's again another learning curve, is you can get somebody with experience, some sort of experience. Not they don't need to have a master's degree in everything. They can learn fairly quickly of what we're doing, and they can bring their own aspect to everything we're doing as well. That's worked well for us, Tom. Getting some young, hungry people who want to learn. I suppose it's like anything. If you look at a football team, if you look at any sort of sports, I love seeing how Alex Ferguson, like how he grew Manchester United. Jurgen Klopp has done it at Liverpool now. You've got Pep doing it at Man City. And even down to GAA, Dublin GAA, you see the amount of young blood for Dublin that's been thrown into the fire over the last couple of years, and it's done really well for them. I definitely think there's sports and work it's a very similar way of working, I suppose, especially when you're looking at staff. So that's what we always look for: some young, hungry staff who want to learn, who really want to go places. They may use us as a stepping stone, and that's okay. That is fine. As long as we're all winning, that's the main thing.
Fantastic. So tell me, if somebody wanted to get in touch, is it all through online? I'm looking at your website here, which is excellent. Or is there a way of just actually, I'm not so sure what to do. Can I speak to somebody? Do you have that facility as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a business phone. The phone is always on, Tom, and I think
Good.
people don't utilize that as much as they should, which is fantastic for us, because I love picking up the phone and having a chat, because they can't not reply to you when they're on the phone to you. So which is very important.
Yeah.
You can our number is up on Google. It's on our website there as well. You can contact us on live chat on our website and via our email, sales@happytag.co. I think even if you look at the website there, Tom, my personal phone number's up there somewhere. Just call me, I'll talk to you. So that's how we work it.
I think I might be calling you. Mark, thank you so much indeed for taking part today. I love your product, I have to say. I think it's fantastic, and I really look forward to engaging with you again. Maybe 6 months to a year's time, we'll just see how the business is going. You might come back and tell us how the journey is going for you.
Will do, Tom. Perfect. Thanks.
Many thanks, Mark. Thanks for participating. Talk to you again. Cheers.
Bye-bye.